Hey there, I'm so glad you made it. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, I wanted to share with you a client story that I had today. She's allowed me to share this with permission, so thank you for that. But this person came to me and said she shared that she had a lot of different physical events that happened to her. She dealt with Rocky Mountain spotted fever. She dealt with COVID. She had a fall around Christmas time that warranted surgery. And so, it became very clear to her that something was trying to set her butt on her butt, right? And just knocked her on her ass. And she's just trying to figure out, where do I go from here? This lovely lady is in her mid 70s and, still working in the physical therapy field, wants to work, do things. And, as she's been kind of sidelined with these multiple issues that her body's trying to recover from, she's kind of coming back to her senses of sorts, right? She's realizing that, in the course of her work as a healer and just as a person, she's just taken on too much of everybody else. And everything in her life has just been settling in, and she's feeling much heavier, and she's feeling like she's carrying a little extra weight on her body than she wishes to. And, doctors are trying to suggest taking pills to go and reduce weight. And she's like, I've got the knowledge. I know how to do this. I just need to get rid of the weight that's within. So, we settled into a session, just like the same way that I take you guys through the meditations. We settled into this session, and she's in Oklahoma, I'm in Michigan, and we connect into the body. We start dialoguing with the body and finding out what's really going on. And it was a beautiful session in which she realized that she needed to kind of just let go of some beliefs that were no longer serving her. And that's not easy in your 70s, right? And she's having to let go of that stuff. And what changes what we are led to believe that we can't make these changes because it's hard, it's ingrained in us and all of this. But the reality is that when she sank into her own system, into the quiet of the safety of the session, as I held her, or I even held her heart, she was able to kind of just relax into her own body and get the answers of going, you know what, I don't need to go and know everything that I need to get rid of. I can just intentionally allow the energy to leave my body. And here is she's, I'm connected with her. I'm able to go and monitor that. And it's something that just kind of, you notice that the body sort of relaxes. And if you've been in the sessions, in these meditations where maybe your tummy has gurgled, that's actually a sign that your nervous system is relaxing. So there's cues like that that we see in these sessions and we sense in these sessions, even over the phone. And by the time she was done with her session, she was able to come up with an answer to her inquiry of herself. Like, what do I do to help support you to heal? What do I do to stop creating a situation where I'm being injured or I'm falling or I'm tripping? So when she allowed herself to be still in a supported manner, she was able to settle into her own wisdom within her body. And the body gave her images where she says, I'm seeing that home improvement show with the two guys in Detroit. And she says, what I'm seeing is that I don't have to go through and look at everything that needs to be cleared out of my house and to be gaining stability and sturdiness inside. I know this is all very metaphorical, but what had happened was she realized that she could just take the shovel and go and get rid of the debris and not have to relive it. So being able to go and get rid of the energy of taking on somebody else's stuff from years past, or a client or a family member or something like that, it was a very soft and elegant session where she's like, she took ownership of her own healing and her own improvement of how she felt. And so much to the point to where when we started today, she's been wearing a wrist brace. She said she took off the brace for during the session because she was in a more relaxed state and wasn't going to be moving. She said by the time she was done with our session, mind you, I'm in Michigan. She's in Oklahoma. This is all intention. This is all connection. She said that her left hand was normal standard color, but the circulation in the right hand was so much so that it had actually taken on a lighter or a little bit darker pink hue because the circulation was moving so well around her hand and her wrist after the session. So it's absolutely amazing to me that, you know, when we drop into these meditations and the body and the mind and the nervous system feels supported, what we are able to go and change and create an effect for healing in body, mind, spirit, and energy. And I tell you, I love what I do. It feels like the first time every time I do it. And because it's the first time I get to do it with this person today at this time. And what comes out of those sessions is just absolutely amazing, and how people's lives change because they're taking an active role in their healing as we move through. It's just, oh my God, it just makes me so excited. Thanks for listening. I appreciate you guys. Be well.